In the biggest combat sport week you will see. 370 athletes, 55 countries, IMMAF and WMMAA World Championships and Brave all happening in the same week. Here we go, you see the Chinese fighter moving forward. Oh,
beautiful right hand, by both of them, but you know the Chinese fighter was able to land it just a little more clean. But we see they're both throwing shots. Just waiting for the right time to do so.
Yeah, Bai looking very solid. She's moving forward. You know, not quite stiff, but very much set on those feet. So throwing a lot of power behind everything she throws.
Ooh. They're just wailing them.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a knockout happening here. Oh, big shots landed there by the Dobroznai from the Ukraine. Bai still moving forward though. She hasn't been deterred by it.
Beautiful left hook.
That lead left hook is a shot that doesn't get used too much in MMA. It's definitely one of my favorite punches.
Oh, it's going.
Oh, she's coming forward and she's landing. Now up against the cage in the clinch. Want to see Bai work from here. Throw those knees.
Looked like she tried to go for a headlock there, but overall they're just moving. A nice shot by the Ukrainian fighter. Beautiful job by the Chinese fighter, just re-rolling it. And that's the best part about it, is if you go with it, you might end up landing on top. If you know you're getting thrown, why not?
It looks like she's slipping to the side. She want to get that hook in and try and readjust.
Yeah, now she's on top, but she needs to get double underhooks to be able to solidify her position and show that she does have her back, get that last hook and extend her opponent's body and break her down flat. And right now she does have the double underhooks. She has one leg in, but she's trying to get the other one in there as well, but because of that, she's sliding off to the side, and the Ukrainian fighter is going to come up on top because she grabbed the head, pulled her down, and she does.
Dobroznai doing a very good job of actually swinging her across there. Slipped off. She's now starting to land some ground and pound from that half guard position. Peppering the ribs there.
And again, this round going back and forth. I'm excited to see how the judges call this one.
And those body shots, eating those ribs away like that, is going to definitely hamper her later on in the round, and if she moves on past this bout. By moving straight forward again. Seeing her coming forward throughout round number one, even after eating shots, she just kept tracking
beautiful
forward.
Hands. The Ukrainian fighter takes a nice shot and circles out, knowing that it might have dazed her a little bit. All right, I can't take too many of these shots.
Oh,
but they're both just landing back and forth. Chinese fighter's scuffling. She's making it a rough fight, even though she's not properly, in a sense, doing it. She's doing it with her head down, but she's just throwing and throwing and throwing. I don't think the Ukrainian fighter can take this for so long.
And even when the Chinese fighter's eating shots, she just keeps tracking forward.
And that's, again, for me, that's my type of show. But the Ukrainian fighter is slowly going back, throwing less shots as the shots keep coming.
She ate two big shots, but even the Chinese fighter ate a couple of licks, but just kept walking forward, marching her down.
Yeah, she's laying the beautiful knees here, but if I was the Chinese fighter, I would let go, push back, and keep on making it, a very ruthless fight as she is.
And she caught her with some pretty big shots going back. If I was her, as you say, just separate and start throwing those bombs again. Nice uppercut landed by the Ukrainian fighter, but now the Chinese fighter just keep pushing forward. There you can see those shots.
Oh,
she is
beautiful by the Ukrainian fighter.
This is what the crowd want to see. Two fighters just standing and throwing leather.
And again, trying to go for that hip toss. She tried it. It's very admirable. Again, you don't want to be on the feet after taking so many shots, but she's still able to get. Again, the Chinese fighter made a small mistake, was trying to go over the hip before moving behind her, and, well, gave that Ukrainian fighter a chance, Kateryna, a chance to just hip her over, and she did.
Kateryna getting that takedown, moving into half guard. She's now working from that half guard position again. She had an absolute field day with the ribs in the first round. Obviously, the weight cuts left her hungry for some ribs.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, over at cage.
She's now moved into side control.
And we have a split decision. In favor of the blue corner,
throwing the strikes now from that position.
Cassandra LaRue.
Again, she has her head caught, but the Chinese fighter doesn't have any proper position.
She's going for a headlock, but more just to try and get back to her feet, I think, as opposed to trying anything.
Yeah, she does, but again, this fight has been a very big scuffling fight. It's exhausting by both fighters, both taking shots, both landing big blows. It's been going back and forth, but again, it is extremely tiring to do so.
And they're just trying to land strikes now. She has got her body weight on top of her opponent. Carrying both fighters' weight like that will take that gas tank and push it to the limit. Want to win this one in round 3. So the Chinese fighter just moving forward again, just putting her head down and throwing. It's exactly what got her results at round 2. She just wants to keep doing that.
Beautiful counters by the Ukrainian.
You want to see her throwing some uppercuts though, because the fighter's just putting her head down. So you want to see her throw those uppercuts and land some shots. As she's moving laterally, just throw a couple of uppercuts.
But they're just moving. The Chinese fighter just doesn't seem phased whatsoever, and she just walks forward, like you said, head down, throwing winging shots.
She is tough. Because she's eaten some big shots. She did in that second round as well. It didn't even seem to bother her.
Again, the Ukrainian fighter being a little smarter in this round. She's moving a lot more, landing and countering shots, and then circling out like she does there.
Byers just keep moving forward, keep trucking on, throwing shots, dropping her head, and just taking punishment on the way. Not afraid to take punches. Lands
beautiful
again with a
strikes
nice
landed by both, yeah. Oh, beautiful left hand.
She almost looks completely unfazed by any shot that comes her way. She's just walking forward and throwing.
Now coming into the blue corner of the cage.
Even if you look at her face, doesn't look like she's taken too much damage. But she's definitely eaten a couple.
Yeah, it's a very good poker face, and we saw an uppercut from there. But again, you see the Ukrainian fighter just tired, kind of turning her body after that, you know, that hit lands.
And Byers just throwing. And see again, the big shots landed. And you can see those definitely pushing the Ukrainian opponent. When she eats the big ones, you can see her turning away from it.
And again, the Chinese fighter's landing more. She has the center of the mat this whole fight, and she's pushing the pace, making this action go. Beautiful
again,
left hand. Beautiful right hand. Oh, beautiful left hand there.
And when they land, you can see the Ukrainian fighter is stunned, but they're definitely landing and causing damage. The Chinese fighter, though, just not caring about anything landed on her.
Oh, beautiful combination. Again, they're just going back and forth with the 30 seconds left. This is an action-packed round.
Two tough ladies are just absolutely
beautiful hip toss. Again, this round was going back and forth. Is that takedown going to make a difference?
She could actually try and get a crucifix in there, just capture that arm and wail away to end the round. 13 seconds left. You can see the welts on the legs there of the Ukrainian fighter from those leg kicks earlier.
Phenomenal fight by both ladies.
Tough, 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 tough ladies in this fight. They just kept coming, kept moving forward, kept throwing, eating shots. What an incredible fight.
Unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Ukraine.
As we said, those two takedowns right at the end of round 2 and 3, probably what sort, you know, just